Why Do We Have Two Political Party Systems? By Amala, Jamie, and Margaret. What is a political party? A political party is an organized group with shared goals and ideas that join together to run candidates for office and exercise political and electoral power. Political parties have always been present in American politics. The first two parties were the Federalist and the Democratic Republican Party, but that changed. When did the Democratic Republican Party change? The Democratic Party split from the Republican Party in 1830. The parties that emerged after the split were the Democratic Party and the National Republican Party. The National Republican Party later became the Whig Party and then finally the Republican Party. Originally, the Democratic Party favored a system of greater state authority, much like the Articles of Confederation. Nowadays, Democrats have a more liberal ideology. They favor greater government intervention. Over the decades, the party has become more unified. Andrew Jackson was the first Democratic president. The Democratic Party stands on current issues like abortion. They strongly support women's right to choose. For national defense, they support reduction in federal defense spending. Same-sex marriage, they support marriage equality and equal treatment under law for same-sex couples. How did the Republican Party get its name? In 1854, a man by the name of Horace Greeley wrote an editorial in a New York newspaper saying we should not care much whether those thus united were designated Whig, Free Democrat, or something else, though we think more simple name like Republican would more fitly designate those who had united to restore the Union to its true mission of champion and promulgator of liberty rather than propagandist of slavery. The nickname Grand Old Party was coined in 1888. What changed? Today, the Republican Party is associated with conservative views, maintaining traditional values, not quick to accept change, limiting government interference, don't support lots of federal aid, and lowering taxes and government spending. There are some exceptions, though, such as defense spending for the military. Abraham Lincoln was the first Republican president. Where does the Republican Party stand on current issues? For abortion, they believe that unborn children have the individual right to life. National defense, they're against lowering spending disaster for national security. Same-sex marriage, marriage is between one man and one woman. For the minority parties, there are a lot, but these are a few of them. In 1840, Liberty/Free Soil was founded, and their primary purpose was abolition of slavery. In 1880, there was a prohibition of alcohol sale and consumption. In 1912, there was a progressive in Bull Moose. Their purpose was factionalism in the Republican Party. They gave Theodore Roosevelt the platform to run for presidency. In 1968, there was American Independent, states' rights, opposition to desegregation. 1971, Libertarian, opposition to governmental intervention in economic and social policy. 1996, Reform, economic issues, tax reform, national debt, federal deficit. 2000, Green, environmentalism, and social justice. What changed? The Founding Fathers strongly opposed the formation of political parties and did not account for political parties' existence at all when they framed the Constitution of the United States. Now political parties play a critical role and develop practically by themselves. Political parties select candidates, mobilize voters, organize the legislative process, and serve as watchdogs against one another. The end.